Good morning, Mr. Savith and Mr. Savith's best class. Many of us here know a child who is being abused or neglected. There are many children around the world who suffer from this mistreatment. So today I'm going to tell you about child abuse and neglect. I will explain why people mistreat their kids, what the after effects are, and what you can do to help. Because no one would like to be a punching bag. Child abuse is when a child is constantly being beaten by a guardian or parent, sexually harassed, and being abused. Some examples are parents that tell their children that they are worth nothing. Child neglect is... Wait, no, I lost my spot. Child neglect is when a parent does not take proper care of the kids. An example of this will be parent not feeding his or her kids for 5 days because the kid forgot to fix his bed that morning. The abuser believes that they are correcting and disciplining the child. No, they are not. Let me tell you a sad story about Hannah Williams from Washington State. Hannah Williams was a 13-year-old girl adopted by her mother, Carrie Williams. Hannah was often abused by her mother. Carrie neglected her child by starving her. Hannah lost a lot of weight in 3 years that she was in Carrie's household, 2008 through 2011. Hannah was locked outside her house many nights when the temperature were as low as 44 degrees. She caught hypothermia and died in her very own backyard. She died because her parents mistreated her. The strict religious handbook for parents told Carrie that it was okay to starve and beat Hannah. They believed hitting her and starving her were a way of correcting her. Children who get abused or neglected are less likely to succeed. Why? Well, they decide to work less. They think no matter how hard they try, they won't be good enough. They think suicide is an option. Approximately 5 kids die every day because they are being abused, sexually harassed, or beaten by a parent or guardian. Kids who have been abused become rebellious towards their parents. They start to self-medicate. Self-medication is when an individual uses both prescribed and unprescribed drugs and alcohol to treat their pain. These kids smoke or drink to relieve their stress and forget about what they're going through. Many reports show that the child tries to find love they never got somewhere else. They also become aggressive. When the kids who are abused grow up, they also abuse or neglect their own children. They will raise getting beaten up and think that mistreating their own kids is an okay thing to do. Other things that a hurt child might do are giving up and ending their lives. They get tired of being pushed around. They get tired of all the pain and may commit suicide. Why wait until someone dies? You can take action now. These are a few things you can do to help. If you think someone is being abused or suffering neglect, you need to tell an adult and report it. If it's happening in the moment, do not be a bystander. Do not take things into your own hands either. However, call the police. That way you are defending the child without making the situation worse. Advertisement can also help child abuse. People are most likely to listen to commercials, search the web, and watch television. These are some ways to get informed and influenced. Lastly, get help for both the abuser and the person being abused. Children abused and neglect are not form of discipline. They are harmful. Children who grow up in abusive households are physically and emotionally damaged by the people who are their role models. So, how can you get them help? Find care for the abused child. Try to persuade others to help the kids who are getting abused and neglected. Now that you know ways to help and the difference between abuse and neglect, you have the tools to help a child in danger. And I know this topic is really hard, but child abuse and neglect have negative effects on a child. And you have to help the child being abused. Children get physically and emotionally damaged. Thank you.